We want you to make maps and missions. What? What do you mean by missions? Like the contracts? 13 years ago, we launched Man vs. Machine, a chilling cautionary tale where an artificial consciousness tried to take all our jobs. You didn't know it back then. This was actually a literary device called speculative fiction, where writers, us, accurately predict the future, the present, but then hide it so as not to cause widespread panic. In an effort to keep panic levels low and apropos of nothing, we'd like to tell you a story. Once upon a time, a man vs. machine mode in a video game was getting much needed update. And so a brave blog post writer, us again, of course, these fucking Valve workers, man, I can't stand them, asked the community to submit man vs. machine maps. For the sake of this panic-reducing spectacular fantasy, let's put the fictional deadline at Wednesday, August 27th. That was the entire story. You'd already be at a low panic level, but vaguely concerned about the looming dystopian future. Mission accomplished. But as is traditional in the genre of speculative blog fiction, there's more. The king of fictional land, where this all happened, ancient Greece, okay, decreed on stone tablets that even though the update was dropping right around the ancient Greek candy harvest festival of Halloween, the maps did not need to all be Halloween themed. First tablet, in fact, shouldn't be. Second tablet, in quotations, though some of them could be, the king carved into a third tablet, held in the stone hands of a statue, ... of primate George Washington. No, it's regular George Washington in a dystopian future past where our sculptures are not as good as in ancient Greece. What an ending, the end. Is this tale a simple flight of gripping, well-written fantasy? No, or a chilling glimpse into the future that could arrive as soon as, again, Wednesday, August 27th, with a second part arriving right before Halloween. Yes. See paragraph 1. Ooh, yo, this can be really cool. What I think is really weird about this is it just seems like Valve is just putting Team Fortress 2 in the hands of the community, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's great, honestly. I think it's cool because who knows the game better than the community itself, right? But it just seems like they don't want to do anything at the same time for the game, like, at all. As depressing as that is to think about, I'm not going to think too much on it, though. I don't want to be sad. This is, I guess, an imaginary deadline, so, like, most likely around here, they'll maybe talk about it again. But this is just to let us know, like, hey, we're working on something cool. This also gives a whole lot of time for people to make brand new maps. That's actually so cool. The only thing that I'm kind of thinking about here is, like, I'm assuming that they're gonna add new man versus machine maps, which means that they're most likely gonna put them into man up mode, maybe, because a lot of people play man versus machine, but they mainly play man up mode because they want to farm for Australium, Strangers, professional kill streak, specialized kill streak kids, just stuff like that. So if they do make more MVM, this can be cool. But not a lot of people, I think, are going to care as much as, like, you're all freaking out about. Because it's a Team Fortress 2 update. People tend to freak out right away when they see this stuff. Because they're like, whoa, major update hasn't happened in 8 years. Anything since the Pyro update, nothing has really happened. But if they add, like, maybe some new bot killers and some new Australiums, I would love an Australium stock shotgun. There's a lot of things they can do here. I think this is going to be really cool. I'm not going to have my hopes up as much as I want them to be, just due to the fact that this is probably gonna happen in a long time from now. This is it was talking about sometime in October. Yeah, right down here, it's talking about Candy Harvest Festival or Halloween. The maps did not need to all be Halloween themed. What I just mainly think is be excited for it, but don't have your hopes just, like, through the roof. Like, this isn't gonna be like a heavy update. This is probably just gonna be a few more maps, perhaps some Australiums, but maybe not, because it doesn't say anything here about man up mode. Oh, I am excited, though. I do love this game. I hope this is going to be great. What I really want to know is what more people think about this, though, because, again, I'm kind of stupid. So do, like, let me know down in the comments. I am hella curious as to what everyone else is thinking. I'm going to be talking about this more in the future whenever there is more news about this. So subscribe for that and join the Discord. Peace.